Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Monday evening and we are, still flattening the bench. So what I decided to do is go ahead and get the front slab true flat and all that stuff right now it is true flat and all that good stuff with one problem. It is still taller than this guy. I have decided I'm going to rough it out and get everything nice and smooth, both of them as close as I can get it with the tools that I have, but I have decided to add some tools to my arsenal here, and those two tools are an 8-foot level and a 4-foot level. I think it's pretty obvious why I need an 8-foot level, and not just the bench, but when I start timber framing other stuff, I'm going to need a long level, long straight edge, and the level will act as my straight edge. Straight enough for woodworking anyhow. Right now I'm just, to get this top, now I haven't even checked that one for twist. So it's level, I haven't checked it for twist yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have a problem with that. It's not going to be too far off. But this one I'm getting it roughed out because I still have this one little spot down here. It's like from here out. So from here out it is just lower than the bench top. I could just feather that in and nobody would know but me, but I would know it. So it would bug the ever-living crap out of me. So I'm going to tell you, I think I can get it with one, because I still have to level it off with the jointer and my number 8. And so I think I'm going to take one more pass with the tangentially with the number 5 jack plane. Then I'm going to go with the grain with my 5, and then I'm going to follow up with my 8. That'll get me to where the top is. At least I'll know exactly what it's going to look like and have a good idea of what I'm going to be dealing with. The 8-foot level and the 4-foot level, I'm going to use those. The main reason I'm buying them is, well, two main reasons, right? So that I can put it along the length of something long and see where the hills and valleys are, if there are any left after I go over it with my number 8. I can help out my number 8 and make the whole job a little bit faster if I can know where my peaks and valleys are on the length, and I can take those high spots down real quickly with my 5 or my 4, and then once this gets good and close, then I'll come along with the 8. This sucker is freaking heavy, man. It's like toting a boat around with you. So the less I have to handle the 8, the better. Especially after spending like 4 or 5 days trying to flatten that freaking sole. About damn near threw my arm out. Yeah, it's heavy. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take this last pass and get on with get to the length vertical with the grain cuts. And right now, all my passes are taking full length shavings. So once I get a level flush with that one corner, I'll be ready. So don't forget to keep your pressure in the right spot as you do this step, or you'll be doing it for nothing. The other reason that I wanted to that I need to get the 8 foot and the 4 foot is to use them. So the 8 foot will be mainly for going lengthwise and corner to corner to make sure it's level and no twist and all that good stuff. The 4 foot, I don't need 2 8-footers, but I will need something that will span, that's more manageable for larger work, but it's, so it's shorter but still long, and straight, a good straight edge other than just my drywall square. But something that I can use in conjunction with my 8-foot level as winding sticks, basically, for when I try to treat both of these pieces, both tops, as one piece of lumber. It'll be paramount to have something that spans the entire piece. I was talking about these, but I just don't think it's going to give me what I want, and so I've been putting off buying a long level for 2 months now. And I've got to do beds and other projects outside that I'm going to require. That's going to require the longer level, longer straight edge. So I just bite the bullet and go grab one or 2 of them. You hear it, it's not skipping, it's just different densities, I guess, on the wood or something, but I'm sure you would hear that as a skip on video. Alright, so that's my last one, and whoo, I am so close. That's like 10 thousandths right there. Well, just for shits and giggles. Let's see how close I am. I've been a machinist for, I guess, close to 25 years now. 10 thou. Pretty good. So it's less than a 64th. 64th is about 15 thousandths. So that's how far I have left to go on that little thing. But it's going to bug me. I can feel it. And it'll come out when I go with my planes or my vertical with the grain cuts. And man, that was a pain in the ass on that one, because pulling is, I think, much better and more accurate, but man, it kills my left arm because I'm pulling, but I'm still trying to keep the pressure in the right spot by just keeping this bedded on the bench and pulling and pushing down with my arm extended. It just like feels like my bones are bruised or something. So it'll be a little nicer, I guess, doing a push. It'll hurt less anyway. I think it's probably going to take 2 passes with the 5, and then we'll go with the 8. It's going to be nasty getting these planer marks out. And I'm basically just making, because the number 5 jack plane isn't that wide. The overall width of the cutter is 2 inches. So what I've been doing is going just about taking 1 pass per board, a little more, to keep it just the width of a blade, and that seems to be working great. So I just run it down that board, and it looks like crap trying to skip over all the plane marks, but And the object here is just to be patient and don't stop until you can get full length shavings. Sweep your floor. This is painful trying to do this with dust and chips all over the floor, slipping all over the place. But we're getting there. That's the good thing about the big guy is you overlap, because you're overlapping a little bit when you take your cuts for obvious reasons. But that guy takes all the air out when you like start, you know. Yeah, I'm like 2 thou, but it takes all the air out when you go to make sure you're hitting the entire thing. Now I'm going to take another pass with the 5. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to go with my number 4 because it's a little bit wider. I've never done a left-handed pull. Seems to be working pretty good. Now my right arm's going to suffer. I've been marking these on the other side. That way I know which ones I've done. Still skipping. Starting to get there. Now it looks like I got one more pass with the 4. And then once the planer marks should all be out at that point. That's pretty close. Not quite. Man, it's like, especially the right boards, they're like smooth as butter. It's all compressed, but getting closer. So nice. Yeah.
It's 20 hours.
All one. Yeah, I forgot to mark it on the one before this, but I got it. I didn't miss it. Because I have a brain. So far, so good. And I'm going to use that's a full shaving, and I'm all the way flush right there. So now it's time to move on to the number 8. So I know you kind of maybe you're wondering why I'm kind of switching up my planes. Like I said, this one's long enough to get what done. This whole bench can be done with this plane or this plane. Either one of them, both of them, whatever. But that's just an easier step for me. Bring it a little closer to accuracy. But the number 5 gets it pretty flat. Gets the hills and valleys out that way. Gets it closer, right? And then the number 4 it's set up to take a finer shaving. So it's called a smoothing plane for a reason. It makes this thing beautifully smooth. I mean, I don't know if I'd even want something this smooth as a workbench top, but we'll see. So yeah, I got all these. And then I'm going to go over there with the 8. So once you get it flat with this, then this is going to ride the peaks and valleys you made with this, which is now it's flat. So now this is going to make it flat. Or it's going to cut on a flat surface. That's why I was getting full-length shavings with the whole thing. Over the whole bench width. I did want to share a few other things with you before I get on to the number 8. You know you got great kids when they buy you tools. My oldest daughter, even though I told her not to, she never listens. And she bought me, I got gas today. She bought me a Japanese saw. This is a Gaikucho, Gaikucho saw. Japanese saws are freaking amazing. Japan is well known as one of the leaders, if not the leader, in quality steel. That's where what I would rank as number 1 for steel would be Japan. Some people don't know that, but yeah. And of course the Swedes and the Swiss are in there. But this Gaikucho saw, it's got two sides, right? So up here you have rip cut, right? So that's set up for rip cut. This is set up for cross cut. And I can run my finger that way because Japanese saws cut on the pull, not on the push. And it was funny because I had just been looking up some saws like this, and these are great. Not only do you have the versatility of having cross cut, rip cut in both saws, or in one saw, but it's great for flush cutting something. I don't have to flush cut a whole lot of stuff, but when I do, now I've got something to do it. And this guy's for fine cuts. This thing makes a freaking kerf that's like so ultra thin. I mean, this thing is amazing when it comes to a really fine kerf. I mean, look at how fine those teeth are. Holy crap. And it's thin. And you can't really file these saws. So, I mean, I guess you could if you're a master Japanese saw filer, but I'm far from that. Never will be one. So I'll just do what they're designed to do and take them apart and put a new blade in it when they get dull. But how awesome is that when you got kids that buy you tools? Well, that's something. I think that's cool. But they bought them for my birthday. My birthday is tomorrow. Now, no birthday would be right if you didn't, use it as an excuse to buy yourself some tools, right? So, this is what I have. This is what I've been using. This is not new. This is my my Russell Jennings drill bit set, right? It's got a full set of 13 bits. And I've also got a few center drills in here for starting certain holes. But these guys are in freaking great shape. Great shape. These guys have fine thread snails on them. And all the shanks are great. The flutes are great. Not a single piece of rust anywhere on these bits. Every single one of them is pristine. And it comes, right, so 6 of them are up top. Then you got 4 that are down here. And then your big guys down here at the bottom. These have been used a little bit more, so they're a little bit rougher shape, but they're still in great shape. I mean, that's just amazing. Took real good care, whoever owned these saws or these bits before me. But what I never did have is, and I will grab a comparison. Something else that I've always wanted. I never before I got the Russell Jennings. Of course, you're tossing around. There's 2 major companies that make auger bits. 2 major companies that make auger bits that were used back in the old days. And you have the Russell Jennings, and you have Irwin. Back when Irwin gave a shit about their tools. They don't anymore, which is a freaking shame. But, what can you do? Maybe it wasn't their fault, maybe it was, I don't know, who cares? But I have a treat for you guys. I found a set, and I couldn't buy this sucker fast enough. It is an amazing set. Are you ready? Even the box, just look at the box, is in great shape. Solid as a rock, not a crack, split. All the hardware is working perfectly on it. Even the label's in good shape. A little bit of patina, but that's freaking amazing. I love it. Little finger joints, that's nice. Everything closes properly and correctly. That's just stuff that you lose that stuff over time. And You ready? Check that out. If you are a tool guy, you know how awesome that sight is. An entire set, matching set of pristine, I would venture to say new old stock. Maybe one or two of them have been used. I'm sure I'll find a flaw in it somewhere, but right now I cannot find a flaw at all. They're just an amazing tool. And just as like a comparison, they are different, right? They are different. So here's the Russell Jennings bits, and they are amazing. I have not used this yet, but look, you can see the difference in the bits, in the flutes, right? All these flutes are closer together. These are further apart. The other difference in this set is the Russell Jennings is fine thread snail, where the Irwin is a coarse thread snail. A few other advantages of the Irwin kit. I'm doing this kind of in case you're on the fence of whether or not you want Irwin, if you want to go with Irwin or Russell Jennings, but this box, the carrying case, is much better. I have absolutely no fear of dropping a cutter here. These suckers are solid in there, or any bits, right? I don't have any problem, any worries about it at all. And Russell Jennings, all the auger bits are labeled in a numbering system, but Irwin goes the next step and puts the imperial measurement on there, so you know what you're dealing with. You're kind of playing somewhat of a guessing game when you're dealing with the Russell Jennings bits. So these carry better. These are in great shape also, and it comes with imperial markings. But I have yet to use them, so maybe that'll be on another video. Have an auger bit shootout. See which one is really better. You never know. So I wanted to share those with you. There we go. All right. So of course I can't get it where my face is in it. Not like that matters really. But okay, so here we go with the number 8. Of course, the very first thing you got to do is grease her up. Okay, technically it's oil, not grease, but you get what I mean. And make sure she's not set like deep or anything to take a nasty cut. So I'm just going to run her down the bench and kind of tune her until she starts taking a shaving. I just barely took a shaving, so we'll go from here. I could do 2 boards at a time, but I'm not going to. So, 5 got it close, but obviously not close enough. I'm taking real thin shavings though too, so. So on the 3rd board. Oh Of course, my video. Come on, play with me. It's kind of tricky, but I don't know why my video is not. There we go. Wow, this I'll tell you, for a big ass plane like this, it's taking a really good shaving and it's leaving a real nice surface. Starting to get there. We're far off, and these are real thin shavings, probably 3/1000ths, if that. That's so beautiful. Well, we're getting there, but we're not there yet. I'd be willing to guess 2 more shavings, 2 more passes. And when I'm making this run, I don't watch this. I watch right here where it's going. And then I just keep it square to the table, or try to anyway. When I'm dragging though, I'm watching here. Sometimes I watch where the handle is in reference to the rest of the board. Like if I get down here, I can watch the handle to the board and keep it lined up. And the only time I really put pressure on that rear handle, like firm pressure, is when I'm out here, because I don't ever want to put pressure here, but I have to make sure that the plane doesn't dive on me off the edge. I need to make sure that I keep plane pressure on the back. I actually kind of pull up to keep it up as I come off the edge. Outside might not take it on the next one. It'll probably be good, all except for right here. Maybe, we'll see. Full length shaving. It's a little thin in spots, but that's a full lengther. Now it's full length too. skipped right there, but that's because there's a knot. I'm not going to get a clean shaving on that one. It's a little thin right up in here, but it was full length. Alright. And then I just been, like I did on that side, be amazed at what one little pass like that'll do. So you're wondering how old I am? Tomorrow I'll be 41 years old. So I won't hear any crap from all you young whippersnappers out there. Which if you're an old guy, you're probably thinking, hey, you are a young whippersnapper. But, oh, power tools are so great. Power tools make you lazy. I know, because I used them. And I was one. Lazy. Stop watching TV. Get off your computer. Go get some damn work done. For a change. How about that? In fact, I don't even really watch TV. I watch news in the morning and that's it. I watch YouTube. I really don't even, I've tried actually to cancel my cable subscription because I don't even use it. But it turns out the majority of my cable is all bundled up, so it's like mainly most of what I'm paying for is my internet, so I'm not giving up my YouTube yet, but probably will in the future. Maybe, I don't know. This is a completely functioning 100% bench. I could stop right now and go to work. The only thing I have to do is check for twist, flat, twist, and then, treating them as one piece. They are both flat and true. Well, you just saw that. So it's just a matter of getting the two to talk to one another, and that's it. Maybe one day I'll figure it out and I'll learn how to make these videos shorter. Oh well. It'll weed the men from the boys. Oh, something else. One last thing before I cut this. One thing before I'm going to go to bed, so you need to start looking at that. I tried, I said it in one of the videos earlier, but I tried two different products, plastic wood by DAP, and then the Elmer's Pro Bond wood fillers. Both of them say they're sandable, stainable, whatever. They're both interior, exterior. They're about pretty comparable in price, but here's the difference. This is just a test piece. This is a piece of the Doug fir that I'm working with. So you'll see there, right? Even you can tell which one matches better. I need to put more coverage in with this, but it matches the wood better right off the bat. And that is that. And this grayish looking crap is the Pro Bond. So I'll probably use this stuff in something that I don't see, I don't care about, other than the fact that I want it filled and I want to know that it's solid. But I did these about an hour ago, and this dries faster. It's already hard and ready to go. It dries in 15 minutes. This stuff does. This stuff, I'll never use it again. It's crap. Was that easy enough? It hasn't dried yet. It hasn't cured yet. And it looks like crap. Doesn't look anything like frickin' wood. And this is, in case you cared, it just says natural on it for, I guess, color or whatever. Also for use on pine and pickled oak. So I'm going to fill up a few of these little tiny errors, knots and some sap pockets and such. There's not really too much in the way of stuff that got messed up in the lamination except for this. There's one little spot right here, but I don't think that was not because it didn't squeeze together tight enough. It was because it was off on the plane. The planing was off. So that's what I said. If you're digging what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good fancy horse crap, and I hope you're liking what you see. If you're still around this long into the video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you have a question or a comment, and I'll see you on the next go around. Friends and family, I love you. Everybody else, Cordless Carpenter out.